Beautiful soul of this world. Thank you for tuning into this video today. I made a video, guys. Semen Retention King, salute. I made a video 4 days ago, guys. Okay, I'm a little high energy right now, okay? Just to give you a quick heads up, I know this is a sporadic introduction, but I have the energy flowing up my spinal cord into my higher chakras, and we are activated. Real quick, just to give you a heads up on why I'm high energy. I just got back from the gym. Prior to that, I took care of business and laid out in that sun. Prior to me laying out in that sun, I went on a walk into nature today. Prior to that, I was at work today. This has been a fantastic week. I have been taking care of business, and I wanted to elaborate on how I've been taking care of business, but also wanted to discuss the video that I made either 4 or 5 days ago where I had an epiphany. I had a realization on my semen retention journey that dissolving the ego is the key to freedom in all forms on this planet. Coupled with semen retention, meditation, spiritual practices, you will feel amazing. And what I've realized after going on this new mainframe shift in my brain is that it's so much easier for me to express my truest version. It is so much easier for me to be less anxious. It is so much easier, there's just a big lack of fear. And I'm not saying I was very fearful or very anxious before I started letting go of my ego. But what I've realized is that my ego was hanging on to a lot of things. My ego wanted my image to look a certain way. And if maybe that image was slightly distorted and someone random saw me, I would get the sense, are they looking at me? Are they judging me? There's this need that the ego wants. There's this, I have to have it. I have to have it to feel happy. I have to have it. And when the ego finally does get those things that it wants, maybe it works so hard on the body in the gym, and then the ego wants everyone to see it, when in reality, no one gives a shit. Or the ego wants to attract a lot of women in his life, maybe to feel satisfied. And once the women come, the satisfaction is just not there, okay? When you have these realizations of dissolving the ego, all of that is out the window. I'm no longer, there's still some human nature in me, but I'm moving away from the fear. I'm moving away from the anxiety. I'm moving away from people looking at me a certain way and judging me. Whatever the case is, I'm moving away from it, okay? It feels so much easier to put in the true effort on myself as well. There's less distractions, less worried about image, less scrolling YouTube, scrolling things to get answers, because the ego wants answers to life. The ego wants answers to spirituality. The ego wants these answers, wants these thoughts, when really all of it is inside. And this brings me to the next part of this video, which is awareness, and how dissolving the ego is going to take a certain level of awareness within you. And I do believe that semen retention and strict celibacy, removing yourself from lust, activates an awareness within us that is source. And I've talked about this in past videos when I was on my longer semen retention streaks. I was around a 6-month streak, and I released a video, this was maybe 9 or 10 months ago, where I talked about awakening the God within. And I do believe that is a fantastic video, so check out that video if you do want to talk about the source energy awareness within us that is activated through semen retention. But I do believe that over time, I fell victim to lust after awakening that awareness within me, and I started to slip back down into the past and into a path that was not serving me. And I lost that awareness. And now that I'm on this semen retention streak and becoming very disciplined, and it seems that I am really awakening more and more every day and getting better and better every day on this particular streak. It just seems like a beautiful streak right now. It seems that awareness has come back. It seems that flow state has come back, and I feel this energy and awareness within me, especially with this new way of dissolving the ego that I have come across. And just to give you guys sort of the thought process of how I'm doing this last week, these last 5 days, is that I am believing, obviously, that I am an energy within this vessel. This vessel is not actually me. I am the energy that is controlling this. I am the doer. I am the one who controls this GTA character. And what I am doing is allowing me to analyze all the thoughts that come to this GTA character throughout a day to day. And it's difficult, I will admit. But when you gain this awareness, and when you actively, because this isn't a subconscious thing, becoming aware of your thoughts, you have to actively, consciously remind yourself, what am I thinking? What am I anxious about? Why am I anxious about that? Why am I worried about going and talking to this person? Why am I worried that I won't be accepted? Whatever the case is, right? You peel the layers of the onion back, and you start to get down to the root of all of this, of all of the ways of your vessel of thinking. And gaining this awareness is going to help you tenfold in all areas of your life, because you're self-analyzing everything about yourself. The beautiful thing about this is, in meditation, you can actively think about your day, you can actively think about the process, you can actively envision the life you want, right? But when in your day-to-day, I feel that a lot of people are on autopilot. A lot of people are not actually actively aware of their thought processes. A lot of people are just kind of going through the motions. They don't know why they're anxious. They don't know why they're depressed. They can't pinpoint it. They can't pinpoint the reason. There's a lot of victim mentality in today's world because people just aren't aware of how they're thinking, okay? Now, once you gain this awareness and once you're actively working on this by thinking about why you are feeling this way, why you are thinking this way, you realize it's all ego-based. You realize that you're worried about how you look because of your ego. And by separating from your ego, you are pure source energy. Realize that you can allow everyone in your life to feel comfortable around you by being your truest version. And what is your truest version? Your truest version is source energy. Semen retention will connect you to this way of thinking. Meditation will connect you to this way of thinking. Dissolving the ego will connect you to this way of thinking. Gathering awareness of your thoughts, believing that you are pure source energy operating a vehicle, which is your body, believing that is going to connect you to this way of thinking. It all leads to the same pathway. The beautiful thing about my journey is you guys have seen my evolution. You guys have seen my thought process through all of this. You have seen the ups and the downs if you've been with me for some time. And I do appreciate all of you who have been. What I'm saying is that ultimately I do believe that the spiritual path always leads to the same roots for all. And you know, there's definitely going to be some duality and some yin and yang and some balance shifting from one side to the next, going back to darkness, coming out to light, going back to darkness, coming out to light. But you get brighter and brighter. All I'm saying is this is the brightest I've ever been. So if you've been with me for these 2 years, just know that these things that I'm saying are real. These things that I'm trying to tell to you guys, I'm not trying to tell you to build up me and say, oh, look at me, I'm such a good speaker in front of the camera, I can help all of you people. That's not what I'm saying. This is real knowledge, bro. This has saved my life. So take it with what you will. Peace.